to an all-new episode of Edible Eds. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. How's it going?
You want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Sweet, dude. Before we get this recipe going, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram for all kinds of delicious stuff. Buy my cookbook, buy some merch, all that cool stuff. You'll thank me later, guys. On today's all-new episode of Edible Eds, I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite taco meats very easily, very affordably, and very lazily.
How does anyone find that funny? I mean, seriously, how does anyone find that funny? If you laughed at it, there's something seriously wrong with you.
It's not really lazy, it's just not the traditional way of making this dish. We are going to be making some pork carnitas, which is really slow-cooked pork. In the culinary world, that'd be called confit, which is it's just cooked slowly in its own fat. And that's how you cook carnitas, in a big pot, and it's rendering out all of its fat, and that is what it's cooking itself in. So it's pork to the extreme. So I'm going to make some pork carnitas in my sous vide machine.
What language are you speaking in?
Now, for those of you that don't know,
Sous vide, seemingly magical cooking technique of high-end chefs from the future, but actually just heating food with water.
For the pork carnitas, traditionally the meat is best when it is shreddable and just super unctuous and tasty and delicious. Temperature-wise, that's about 185 degrees internal temperature. So enough talking about all of this stuff. So who's ready to get their carnitas on with me?
Let's get this recipe going. I got a 4-pound boneless pork shoulder. This cut is perfect for making carnitas because of the multiple types of fat, the intramuscular fat and the fat in the skin. The rendered fat will cook and flavor our carnitas. Slice the pork into thick, equal-ish slices. I'm using my Nakano knife. Check the link in the description to get your own Nakano knife. Add your pork to a beautiful bowl. Separate a roughly chopped onion into segments, followed by 8 garlic cloves. I borrowed about 6 oranges from my neighbor. Squeeze in the juice and add in the rinds. Clean as you go, chef. Leave in some bay leaves and a cinnamon stick. Transfer everything into a double Ziploc bag situation. We don't want any of our carnitas juices to escape. Last but not least, some cilantro stems for earthiness. Seal up your parcel using the water displacement method, aka using the water to push out the air in the bag. Science. Drop the top and say, "Bye, I love you."
8 hours later.
Pull out your bag and let's see what we got. Wow, will you look at that? It doesn't look that great, but trust me, it will, Jill.
Hey!
Remove the stems, oranges, and bay leaves. Place your unctuous pork into another beautiful bowl. I suggest leaving in some of the onions and garlic for flavor. Before shredding the meat, let's strain the pork jus. Carefully. Take 2. There we go. No use crying over spilled carnitas juice. Save this jus and mix into your meat before serving. Shred your pork and serve. Or you can pan sear your carnitas for additional texture and flavor. Let's plate a freshly made corn tortilla, our seared carnitas. Check out that crust. Don't be stingy, chef. Pack all that pork. Drizzle on some fire roasted salsa. A little more wouldn't hurt. Finish with onions and cilantro. A squeeze of lime juice and a sprinkle of salt. Will you look at that? Holy smokes! Who's ready to eat? I'm ready to eat. Let's eat!
Hey, I'm a bite. What's up, dude?
Not much, but I'm doing pretty good.
You ready for some pork carnitas tacos?
Yes. Oh, I gotta do something. Code 4, FUDG, fudge. Code 4. Sorry.
Alright, who's ready for some envelope?
I am. Ooh, ooh. This looks really crispy. Wow, this is really good. You could really taste the earthiness of the cinnamon. I'm so glad that my dad didn't have to all day. He could have just put it in a bag, close the bag, put it in, put the stick thing in, and just wait for a day. You should definitely try this recipe. Love you. Bye-bye. Shrimpies.
Who's ready for some ad bites? Whoa! Holy smokes, everybody. Will you check out my carnitas taco? Oh, man. Will you look at that, baby? Oh, geez. It is the perfect combo of tender and unctuous and crispy and soft and oh. It is the perfect combo of unctuous and tender and crispy and delicious. It's time for some egg bites.
With you, I can be sad.
This is all I got.
It never ceases to amaze me how delicious really simple dishes can be and should be. That pork carnitas taco is literally 5 ingredients. You taste every single one of those ingredients in the final taco.
And then I start to smell them, so it's like a smell like tastes like other.
You get some earthiness from the cinnamon and the bay leaf and my secret weapon, the cilantro stems. You get a nice citrusy punch from the fresh orange, and you get a nice rounded flavor because of the onions and the garlic. And the star of the show is that pork, that delicious, unctuous pork. Because you get the nice tender pieces, but you bite through the crunchy, crispy parts. Now, I'm a big fan of pan searing this, but you could definitely put it under your broiler. The end goal that you're trying to achieve is you want those crispy bits, because that will give you that textural difference. This is the perfect make-ahead meal because you could make just a huge amount of this, have it off to the side, and whenever you're ready to make some tacos, you just pan sear some, serve them up. Thanks for watching this all new episode of Edible Eds. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to subscribe and check out the Instagram, all that cool stuff. And I will see you here next week, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and getting all carnited up with me.
Am I talking into it?
Just talk normal.
Okay, like that? Okay. And then if you already did the Brava, you could be like, or like this, or like this. Run, Rudolph, you know. Love you. That was actually great. What? Why? That's amazing.